of nature.
It's natural causes?
Yeah, more like supernatural.
Death doesn't like to be cheated. I've seen this before. A lucky few survive the disaster, and then one by one.
And you seem to be the all-knowing force in the film that's always there in the back. Now for you, who do you think is more of a badass, the Candyman or the coroner?
Tony is.
Oh. Tony! Do you have some stories from set, off screen, that you'd like to share about Tony on set being a badass?
I remember I worked on I did Bird, right? And so I met Clint Eastwood for the first time, and that I grew up with that iconicness. And there he is, Dirty Harry, and I went just tried to say hello, and I couldn't get anything out. It's like those moments where you meet somebody that you really, really respect, and you hope you're able to complete the sentence. Eventually, we did, and he's the coolest guy ever. 2 takes. Two takes, because he believes in casting. If you cast it right, then just let it go. 2 takes. But it wasn't 3D.
Are you saying we can't stop this?
It's so amazing that all the gymnastics in there is you and no doubles. So what was that like for you to train?
It was
that scene.
I mean, I'm not being cheesy. It really was kind of a dream come true because ever since I quit gymnastics, you're always like, oh, should I have stayed? Would I be doing it now? And you miss it. It was such a big part of your life. And then in my first movie, to not only get to play an athlete, but to get to play my sport, gymnastics, I was like, oh my god.
I mean, after seeing you've seen the scene, right?
Yes, but here's the deal. I cannot keep my eyes open for the actual,
Because I wonder, like, after watching yourself look like that, if you're so paranoid to get back out and do gymnastics again because of what it turns out like on screen.
I'm more nervous for my parents to see it. I'm afraid someone might have a heart attack, so.
I know. My mom already said.
I'm gonna bring a defibrillator to the premiere.
She's like, I need a shot of vodka. I need to be duct taped. Yeah.
I'm about to flatter this one
Did something
to no
happen?
end.
Yes, a lot of things.
She's gonna flatter me. She's gonna flatter me. This is our time. Hunter
All right,
College.
I have to say, the biggest laugh in the theater. There's a funeral scene. Dennis goes, "We are going to miss, and we are so sorry to have lost Isaac." And that scene, I don't know what it was, but can you just reenact what'd you say?
I'm like, did you just say my name?
Oh, I feel so bad.
I know.
And
I died 3 times.
Finally, I have to know, Arlen, when you read the script and you're going through, are you actually thinking to yourself, like, oh, my character's gonna cheat death? Like,
yes, absolutely. That's what you're thinking. And especially there's that stigma that that the black guy has to go first or goes early on.
Or second.
So you guys go towards. Oh, I'm gonna give everything away.
No,
don't
you're
you
not.
do that.
You guys
No, you're
waited
not.
a long time.
Yeah,
I was rooting for you too.
so as you're reading, you're like, oh boy.
And you still don't know if it happened.
Right, you still don't know. So yeah, you're definitely reading and going, oh boy, I'm still alive. I'm still there. Okay.
I don't die in the movie.
You don't know.
No, I don't die.
You don't know.
PJ lives forever.
No. Yeah, you guys don't die as well. It's exciting.
You guys, I'm so proud of you all. I all enjoyed it. It was
you.
super
Oh,
good.
you're good. That's thank you so
like it?
much.
I did.
Oh, good.
I have to say, I hadn't seen the first 4, so.
Oh, join the club.
I'm gonna go back. Oh, right there, right there.
You were supposed to die on that bridge. A lucky few survive the disaster, and then one by one, death comes for them all.
And at the end of the film, there's this scene where we're just so rooting for you to get through. And I have to ask for you, is it scary to work with like zombies and do that whole realm, or the side of death and your final destinations?
I'm gonna say it was a little bit more scary for me to shoot the zombie sequence, strictly because the scene that you're talking about with Nick was actually a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
We had
really?
Yeah, I mean, because in between the takes, the takes themselves were highly emotional, and there's a lot going on, and
Stuff hitting our face.
stuff hitting. But that's what made it so funny is that afterwards we would just look at each other and be like, really? Like, and we had to do that. We had to do it for 3 days straight, and it would be like, and it would always be like at the most emotional moment, like a newspaper would come right in his face. Yeah. And then like I think there's even like a few outtakes of me like laughing while I'm being sucked out of the thing because I was just like, this is ridiculous. But in The Walking Dead, it was like very realistic, and the zombies were all really there, like it felt like that. So it was a little more frightening to do that.
It definitely paid off because we were not laughing; we were scared out of our minds.
Well, that's
so you guys held it together, so it's really
That's
wonderful.
great. PD.